Futures on the US stock indexes are trading higher despite expectations of another shocking update on initial employment claims in the United States. Investors are again flocking to the safe haven assets, opting mainly for the US dollar as a shelter amid global market turmoil. Yesterday, a series of data showed the extent of the damage inflicted on the US economy by lockdown measures. Investors hope that Donald Trump will lift restrictive measures soon to reopen the national economy. Such prospects triggered a rally of the US stocks ahead of a weekly update on the US first-time jobless claims. Such data reminds investors that a virus-driven downturn in the labor market gets worse week by week. Besides, the market is alert to new remarks from the US president about the road map of reopening US factories. Futures on the Dow Jones have gained 0.65% since yesterday's closing price. The US dollar index failed to test the level of 100 despite beyond demand for the US dollar as a safe haven asset. After a bounce yesterday, the US dollar has not developed a steady rally, so the index opened the New York trade at the level below 99.50. If this level is broken, the greenback will regain momentum. The number of initial jobless claims increased by 5,245,000 last week. It was a more moderate climb that supported fragile optimism in US markets. Nevertheless, investors cannot find an excuse for confidence. Since early April, the whopping 22 million Americans applied for unemployment benefits. Other economic reports released today also revealed downbeat figures. The Canadian dollar has halted its decline. Yesterday, fundamentals were against the loonie, but today the picture is a bit different. The Bank of Canada held the policy meeting. The US dollar loosened its grip and oil rebounded following steep losses. Thus, the USD CAD pair declined from 1.41 and settled down at 1.1490 in the New York trade. As for the oil market, oil quartz finished another bearish cycle. Brent crude consolidates at near $28 a barrel. After a retracement, the price could test the level of $30. WTI futures rebounded from the level of $20. Traders are observing a monthly report by OPEC, the cartel, warns of the sharpest ever contraction in oil demand this year. Global oil consumption is likely to slump to 6.8 million barrels a day. In April, demand could plummet by 20 million barrels. The oil glut in the global market remains a thorny issue in the short term. Trump's administration is considering subsidies to oil companies in case they suspend the oil rigs. However, such a proposal will hardly be approved by the Democrats. Last month, they rejected the idea of spending $3 billion on filling up strategic oil reserves. You were watching Market News on InstaForex TV channel with me, Kate Stichina. We wish you profitable deals.